What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Abe. This is Pillars of Eternity, and I want to say it's part 17, but I don't really remember. So we've got towers up now, so we get a resting bonus to our perception by sleeping here. We don't get the bonus that one might get for
course.
just the general resting from athleticism. So I think I'm going to move on from the Odd Nua paths, or the Odd Nua dungeons, or whatever you want to call them. We've got to, when we're down there, we can work on the Blade of the Endless Paths, but I've only found one, and I haven't seen anything else down there. So we'll try to move on from there, and I'd like to forage out from our home base here. Yeah, descend further into the endless paths of Odd Nua. Endless paths leads one to believe that it just keeps getting deeper and deeper. And I came across, if you remember from the last video, I came across a group of enemies down there on the 7th level, I think it is, that were way too hard for me. And so I'm just going to leave that behind. Yeah, whenever someone attempts to take possession of Cat Nua, this master below stirs awake and sends forth a flood of monsters to reclaim it. Yeah, if I do not deal with a sinister presence, I may eventually share the same fate. Okay, so I think instead of that, I should go to the Temple of Wodoka. And Mayor Wald has told me that I might find the leaden key in the City of Defiance, never far from the Queen. It is there I must go if I am to track down the man who triggered my awakening. Alright, so we're going to the Temple of Wodoka. Now, Defiance Bay. Alright, so we're headed to Defiance Bay. Let's see. Let's go double time. And I also figure that as I'm out and about adventuring and traveling, I can easily build up Cad Nua and the defenses there. So, and I'm not using my money for almost anything else. So let's see here. We got 3 days and 8 hours before the South Curtain Wall. So we'll protect to the south, and then we should probably protect to the west. And then we can focus on some of these other things. But for now, that's where we're at, and we've got some time still. Western Barbican, Eastern Barbican. Well, let's see. Defiance Bay is where we need to go. So do I want to head out of here down to Wood End Plains? Yeah, let's do that. So let's come over here. Figure we'll head south. Everybody leveled up recently. We just rested. We should have a full complement of spells and abilities. So one of our defenders is in Guardian stance, and the other one is in Defender stance. Alright. Yeah, alright. It looks like we gotta get to one or both of those bridges. We've been to all of these areas. But we killed... Yeah, so Radric's Hold is no longer Radric's. And Black Meadow should only have random... We shouldn't be able to find... what's his name? The guy that we imposed as Lord of the Manor since we left. I'm also surprised that they would allow somebody like us to set up camp in...
Hey there.
Oh. Yeah, we accidentally... Yeah, let's zoom out and see. Ooh, big map.
Sure.
Right. Oh, yep. Oh, God forbid I be stealthy in this. That's... Alright, I guess if she's going to be right there... And... Oh, wow. Alright, we've got a bunch of forest trolls. And a small wind blight. Yeah, get that bow back out. And everybody else. I can't get enough visualization on these guys, but we're too. Let's see. We'll unselect those guys and move. Come on, priest man, move down here. There you go. And now, yeah, this guy's just standing there.
Don't look. And
I don't know what he's thinking about, but.
Come.
So far, everybody's doing all right. Not taking too much damage.
Hey.
Yeah. So we can just provide a little bit of support here. And again, this guy is terrible at... I don't know where the third skeleton is. There it is. Let's go do something with it. I mean, I figured the skeletons, they don't add a whole lot of damage, but they're one less, you know, they can draw attacks, and if they die, no one cares. So, I like that you can set their AI so that they sort of take care of themselves. That's convenient. Yeah, why don't we loot? Yep, why don't we loot? There we go. Awakened wood. Seems to hold a trace of life within it. Okay. There we go.
Sure.
Now, what I meant to do originally is, let's quick save, is just do a little scouting, not to sort of draw everyone's attention to myself, just running around. So this is, I guess, double time sneaking. So if I wasn't... Oh, hello. Alright, that seems... out of nowhere. Let's get everybody down here. Come on, guys. We've got to... Come on, keep running. Well, that's unfortunate. There. Yep.
Yeah?
Okay. So that wasn't great, but at least she didn't take a ton of damage. She took some health damage.
Yeah?
Not terribly stealthy, though.
They'll never know I'm here.
Especially for a rogue.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I should see exactly where I'm going. Yep. Before I go up there, as opposed to after, when I'm being attacked. There's got to be something up here. Well, so far, relatively empty field lands. Oh, more lions. Okay, and a guy who looks like he's seen better days. So if we bring our people here... Yeah, I figure this feels like a Sunday game. It's a little cloudy outside. It's cool. I already went for some hikes. Took the dogs for a walk. Come on, come on. Yeah, maybe this is not... Yeah. Poor Erlen's getting that hit on here. Yep. I guess that second chance to not fall down and... or to jump back up after going unconscious is a once per rest item, as opposed to... And we get lion hides.
Hey there.
as opposed to anything else. So let's see. What does this say? Waves are roughly chiseled in the stone. They grasp at Ondra's beloved moon like curling fingers. Okay. Oh, a special hearth harvest. Let's compare. Well, 9 to 13, plus 25% burn damage. Unique flail, they're both worth about the same amount. 4 enchantments each, plus 5 deflection. Oh. 20% of damage restored is endurance. That's really nice. Okay, well. Maybe we can give this to Adair, and he can figure out. Maybe he needs a good weapon. Well, let's see. Okay, so he's got 20% damage, 15% damage. Yeah, this is more of a damage-heavy weapon. Let's swap that out. And maybe give... Oh, he's already got one. Reliable Slaying Spirit. Okay, alright, well. Plus 1 enemies engaged. I'm not sure I want that. Noblewoman, 12 accuracy, 15% damage. And this is... Yeah, well, we'll see about that. Yeah, see, that's another 20% damage restored as endurance. Well, now we're slash and piercing, and that's fast and... Well, alright, we'll just make do with what we've got.
Easy does it.
And see how that goes. Each of these little map areas seem like, you know, you clear them out. And yeah, seems like she's going pretty slow. I don't like how sometimes in the game, when you hover over one of these, it looks like it's... See how down at the bottom there, like twisted ankle? Maybe it's only on my monitor, but the whole thing looks like it's sort of vibrating, like it hasn't figured out where it should be.
Yeah?
This pixel or that pixel. Yeah, we went down to the ocean this afternoon, or I guess this morning. Oh, mushrooms. Walked around down there, saw a hawk from about 5 or 6 feet away, and that was neat, but it was also sad to see... Oh, camping supplies. It was sad to see how close it let people get to it. Because, you know, people were literally... It was like sitting on a fence post right by the path we were all walking on. And there was no avoiding it. Like, you had to go right next to it, and it wasn't moving. So it would just kind of watch you carefully as you crept by it. But it was a little, for me anyway, it was a little depressing to see that it didn't care about people enough to actually move from where it was sitting. You know, to see that level of, I guess, adjustment to humanity. What is this? Ah, yes, another tombstone. Okay. All right. Well, let's go back to where we were.
Hey.
We'll talk to the lady up here, and come on. Let's go, Erlen. Let's double time.
Hey.
Let's save it before we interact with her. As you near, you feel a vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. All right, let's reach out. You see a group of robed figures sitting next to a fire. This woman, much younger and smaller, sits with them. They are discussing travel and making plans, deciding which road will get them to their destination faster. A rustling noise catches the attention of several members of the group, and they stand, watching over the fire, straining against the darkness to see. An enormous shadowy figure makes its way into camp, and the darkness slowly parts against the firelight to reveal who it is. Many members of the group stand, readying weapons. Others quietly invoke their god, preparing spells for battle. The girl looks around, confused, when the man sitting next to her stands, holding out his arms. He chastises the others in the group for not showing the proper hospitality to a stranger. The man walks toward the ogre, hand extended, speaking words of welcome in its own tongue. The ogre stares at the man for a brief moment. Then, with a swiftness seemingly unnatural for a being of its size, it swings the club it had been dragging behind itself. It connects with the man's head, causing a wet, crushing sound. The woman to the girl's right screams and rushes to the man's side, covering half the distance before the man has even fallen to the ground. From the darkness all unpleasant, but yeah. What is this? Tucked under the flap of this bedroll is a relic of some kind, a small conch shell strung with seaweed. Okay. Alright, well, do we want to talk to her? We are... Okay, so
Hey.
we can only look at her soul. We can't actually talk to her. That's
Yeah?
special. Alright. So... Alright, we need to explore the south end of this map. And it's interesting
Sure.
also to think about that these are like the not her past necessarily, but the past of some other soul or the life that that soul lived before hers. So we've been seeing into these people's souls' histories or something. And I'm curious if the ones that I'm being shown are related in some way to each other, so as to tell a sort of a deeper, I don't know, sort of backdrop story of sorts. Oh, what is this? Yep, it's a primordial. And that should engage her. Yeah, let's wait for it to come back. And let's put that
Hey
back
there.
in her hands.
Hey.
Where are you?
Following your lead.
Where are you?
Yes?
Hey.
Yep, come on back, I can hear you. Whoa! What was that? Autumn's Decay, corrode damage. Boy. Yeah. Okay. So she's a caster. Yeah, thanks, Kana. Those skeletons really helped. Well, we got living wood. So there where I get the living wood. If I decide that I need more wood that's not quite dead yet. The living wood and the artwork for that character sort of reminds me of Guild Wars 2. Alright, so while we're down here in this corner, let's just clear the corner. Guild Wars 2 in the MMO genre is pretty unique. Like, it's one of those buy once, play forever games. There's no subscription fee. And it,
Hey there.
they continue to update it. Now, of course, you have to buy the expansions if you want. And they've had two or three big expansions in the 4 years. Maybe it's like once a year they release an expansion. But, what's this? Let's see. A sparrow's nest is tucked between two angled slats. Okay. That was... I'm glad we clicked on that. But yeah, it's got a great story to it and really high quality voice acting behind some of the main characters. The combat is unique and sort of combo oriented, so that you can it urges you to work dynamically during combat instead of just focusing on your own abilities. That when you see if somebody else has activated a given ability, that you can respond and sort of build off of it, and they can do the same thing with yours. And it's pretty neat. So if you haven't played it, I would recommend it. If you're into the genre.
Mm-hmm.
And we quick save again. Looks like another ramp upward. Maybe more lions. Oh, what is that? A forest lurker. Another primordial. So maybe we'll get to that once we clear out this upper area here. Let's see. Looks like my wife is leaving to get groceries, I would guess. Yep. I got the thumbs up. And more things to steal that we don't really need or want. Let's see. Wine dregs swirl around the bottom of the clay jar. Okay. And some other stuff. Okay, there's mushrooms down there, but nothing up here. That's curious. Okay, well. Alright. Let's go down here and take care of the lurker.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, then.
Let's all sneak forward. Sneak forward. And hope for the best.
Leave it to me. That's it.
This is...
Yeah, maybe you can knock it down. Or you can knock it down. Yeah. Yeah, see, buddy? How do you like that? Oh, well, I guess.
Bullseye.
Alright. More living wood. I guess primordials are
Hey
what
there.
give us living wood. And I can only assume that'll be an ingredient for either an enchantment or something. I mean, the only crafting I've done or seen really is for enchantments, and I haven't done any of it. I've just sort of seen it as an option. And then there's a what looks like a blacksmithing skill, and I don't know how you go about raising that either. So still a lot to easy now. Yeah, that lurker looks like he's a runner. Probably sporting some Nikes.
Yeah.
Yep, let's...
This isn't working.
Bullseye.
Yeah, again, I really wish I could control the AI enough to have him,
Hey.
like,
I'll
drop
take a peek.
skeletons appropriately. Yeah, it seems a deeper cut into the AI than just don't be so passive, but still, it would be very helpful. So not too many people have taken damage here. I think it just looks only as though Erlen poorly managed. Oh, it looks like we could pick up a hunter. Now, maybe we... Yeah, I like the party makeup that we've got. We've got a caster, we've got a healer, we've got a chanter, 2 warriors, and a rogue. I mean, that's a pretty healthy party makeup. So, probably leave it there. And let's save the game there. We'll,
Hush, Ituma.
Hey.
We'll just wait a little longer.
yeah, we'll get that. A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bone arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bare figurine between her feet. A large, white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up at your approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
Who are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Can I help you find him? That's an interesting question. The last helpful stranger only succeeded in lightening my purse. I think I'll handle this on my own. Alright, your friend is supposed to meet you here?
Heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
So, what does the stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitak. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Okay. I suspect that he's dead, or... Sounds like the job for a watcher. Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in the Deerwood. Yeah, alright. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. Well, how long have you been looking for him? 5 years. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember. Who could be anyone now.
That about sums it up.
Okay. Well, why do you have to find him? It must be an important duty.
So
yeah.
I keep reminding myself. Still, it would be nice if important duties came with clearer instructions.
How does the statuette figure into it? She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished adra is worn to a dull mat along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later. When I left Nasitak, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright.
Well, I could take a look at it.
But most of the time, it looks just like this. I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forkvale told me he could take a look. For a few golden dukes, of course.
Oh, well, I'm an actual watcher.
I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 golden dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the Wolf's Lair and the twining trees.
Okay. What is the Wolf's Lair? Okay. Twining trees. He meant Twin Elms. I haven't been there yet, but I hear they have some especially memorable trees. Okay, so between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place. Right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
Let me take a look at it. I'm a real watcher.
You expect me to believe that? After the story I just told you?
Well, you've got nothing to lose by letting me try. And what if I'm telling the truth? After 5 years, it's worth taking the chance. Well, what if I'm telling the truth?
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
As your eyes catch a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amidst the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below. Let's see. Examine the roads nearby. Deep ruts score the hard-packed dirt. These are the marks of wagons, numerous and heavy laden. A large city is close. Okay. Breathing deeply, you smell salt in the air. Wherever you're standing, wherever Persock is standing, must be near the ocean, not a lake. Okay, so on a heavily rutted road near a city overlooking the ocean. I see a vision of cliffs high over the water. Does that sound familiar? Alright. A large city is close. Sniff the breeze. Yep. Alright. Well.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I'm a watcher. I know this sounds strange, but it's the truth.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Well, come with me. I've got other business in the area, and we can look for Persock on the way. Okay, so Blackhound Inn or Gilded Vale, or to your stronghold if you've acquired it. All right, well, I could drop one of the warriors, but I feel like I should probably drop Kana
Safe travels.
and pick her up. Kana, we'll come back later, man. Okay. Yeah, why don't we put you there?
Ready, Watcher.
And we'll make your AI prioritize the enemies that are engaged by his or her animal companion. Uses wounding shot and marked prey. Okay, well. Let's make her cautious. And it'll seek out new enemies, yeah. Alright. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll set her up. And marked prey, once per encounter, 2 per encounter. Alright, well, let's give it a go here. Once a party has been dismissed. Alright, thank you. Let's see. Must be at the stronghold. Alright. We've got 2 days and 6 hours there. Let's save the game. I think we're at 27. Yep, 27. I was talking with Alex the other day about how I didn't like it when games restricted the amount of save games they're allowed to have. I was playing Dishonored, the first one lately, and it tells you to save often, but then it only gives you like 20 save game slots to use. I'm like, why don't you let me decide how much of my hard disk I'm going to use on save games here for this? Let's see here. I guess let's put the
Hey,
I shall
All-
be discreet.
be sneaky. Oh, you know what? Did Kana take that bow with him? You know, I would guess he did. And all the gear I gave him. Man, I should have thought of that. Alright, well, there's nothing to do about it now.
That's it.
Yep.
Dead on.
A good volley.
Hey.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Alright. Okay.
Huh?
So the dog can't loot.
Hey.
That's good
You'll
to
never
know.
know I'm here.
There we go. We'll climb up onto this little plateau.
Hey there.
And see what's up there. A lot of forest lurkers around here. I guess there's going to be something up here that killed this individual. Maybe it was the forest lurker. What do I know? Bloodstones. Okay. Nothing else up here. Looks like we gotta go explore up north. And then we're good. We'll just stick together, I guess. Although I do need to remember to continue to increase the stealth of Erlyn. Doesn't do anybody any good if all she can do is disarm tracks. Although that's not true. It does a lot of people good. It just... I feel like I should be able to be really good at being stealthy as well as
Leave it to
really good at disarming traps.
That's it.
Bullseye.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's only one enemy, it seems like it's a lot easier to manage the damage output, to keep them contained. Obviously, like 7 versus 1 is
Hey there.
Hey.
Keeping quiet.
arguably an uneven battle. But all right, so that's done. I think we're ready to go. So everybody can not be stealthy anymore. And let's see. So we're in the Woodend Plains. And let's see. The long hunt. So she said, I gotta travel to the cliffs. Standing atop cliffs overlooking water. It was an ocean. Heavy wagon traffic. Can't be far from a big city.
Hey.
Alright, so to me, that says something like this. As opposed to, I don't know if there are any lakes over here. Maybe, yeah. Instead of the lake. So somewhere between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. But I would guess it's this bridge. In which case, we need to go here. So, yeah. Alright. Saving it up. I gotta say, I enjoy these role-playing games. I don't, it'll be interesting to see how they've innovated on this for the next one. The sequel is coming out, I think, in April, but I could be mistaken. Alright. Let's go to the bridge. 4 more hours. But, I mean, the graphics are fine, but it's more a matter, I think, of... those are cliffs-ish. Maybe that's not what we're looking for. I mean, there's no area... That looks like a cliff. Maybe each area of the city is... Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is about as ocean as you can get. So... Alright, that's a commoner. That's probably a commoner. Well, we can pick some flowers while we're over here. Alright, so... Journeying, it sounds like a bear, but she's learned that I'm a watcher. Traces of where Travel the cliffs you saw in the vision. Copper Lane. So that begs the question then, is it in the city? That's where we're going. But if it's between Defiance Bay, maybe we gotta check out Deerford Village. I mean, I'd hate to just, like, have to walk all the way along. Enter scouting mode. Dash circle. Yep, I know. Okay. Now, if we were really worried, I could rest or go camping, but there's an extra camping supply, like, right up. Yeah, I think it's... Maybe it was here. Yeah, it was over there. I'll just loot that after I've rested, but... Stormwall Gorge. Alright, see that's... But it's not a lake. Maybe this runs to the ocean? Or maybe south would have been... Alright, well, let's give it a try. We'll check out the gorge and see if we can help our hunter friend find her... I suspect he's a bear. Oh, good. Rain. That's great. Alright. Well, let's save the game. And we've already auto-saved it. Alright. More mushrooms. Settler's Arrow. Okay. We're already pretty high on the north. Feral Druid. Well. Oh, everybody, come on. We're gonna get into a fight here. I want everybody to be together. We don't like feral druids, apparently, so... Oh, shit. That's,
Can't get a good shot with this.
Alright, keep throwing that feral druid. Maybe the four of you should focus on that guy. Jeez. That guy is toasting people. And he's down. Damn.
Good.
Okay. Alright, that's good to know. That's good enough. Alright, so instead of that, maybe we should avoid that area, and maybe we should go and spend our time in the... See if we can exit that other area to the south. Stormwall Gorge. See, that just makes sense, but it looks like we can travel south from there. So we'll go back there, we'll check out, the previous map to the south, see if we can... Yeah, it almost doesn't look like... Well, there's a little path. I think everybody's coming. Yeah, that was pretty intense. And with the casting ability of those casters, I don't know that there's much we could have done. Alright, so there's the Searing Falls. Let's give that a try. That's 8 hours. Alright.
Of course.
Take 2. Oh. Up. Go back. Oh, shit. Well, immune to dragon breath, frightened, ground, stuck, and terrified. Alright, well, can't hurt to try and...
Can't get a good shot at this.
That's not very helpful.
Yeah, maybe... Oh, quite a few drakes there.
Hey there.
Yeah. Come on, everybody, keep it together. I don't know what your abilities are, dog, but... Oh,
Can't get a good shot.
well, not getting knocked down, I guess, is one. Come on. You can knock the Drake down. The Drake sure can knock you down. Yeah, there you go, get him. Okay. Well, the Drake died,
Sure.
and the only thing he left... I was about to say, that guy's... If our hunter's dog straight died that time,
Hey.
I would be pretty put out. Alright, little quick save there.
Hey there.
Come on, come on. Again. Seems like entering from the north. Well, at least it's a young
Good
Drake.
shot at this. Yeah?
Hey.
I don't want to kill all of the young Drakes in the area.
Yeah?
Hey.
Let's just... Alright. You guys gotta kill that Zorip priest first. 'Cause ain't nobody likes priests on the enemy's team. And you know what Zorips mean? Zorips mean more tongues, shields, and spears.
All right, then.
You always need more tongues, shields, and spears. There they are. Shields, spears. Oh, no tongues? Oh, man. That is too bad. Alright, blood moss. Okay, this whole area seems like it might be somewhat dangerous for such as I. But it's cool that they put hot springs in here. I mean, that's... Oh, more Zorip.
I'll take a look.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, let's get on that priest. Zorip, skirmisher. Yeah, I think we're okay with this. We got this.
Hey there.
Hey, buddy. Why don't we just make you defensive? And that way you continue to attack. There we go. Tongues.
Hey there.
Now we're talking. Okay, so not a big map. We'll quick save again. Definitely full of drakes, and understandably so. Understandably so. Whew. Some colorful sand. Although, whoop, whoop, whoop. Alright, everybody.
Hey there. I'll teach you a lesson.
You're not getting through me.
Get on!
Vinsis!
There you go. Yeah, get in there, dog. Alright. Get that back out. Maybe you can reload. More tongues.
And what does the flame reveal?
And what does the flame reveal? The tunnel burrows into the depths as far as the eye can see. The crystal waters are perfectly transparent. Okay, so not someplace we want to go. That's for sure. Because I think I would probably die in the process. Let's do this. And build it out like so. Alright, do we want to attack this thing, or... I would guess the Drake. But we need to... Yeah, so let's... Oh, Jesus.
Oh, come on, not like...
Okay, so Erlen's down. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna die. Well, no, we've got 5 people still up, so... So that's the brain. Yep, defended by brain. Let's... What do you think? We take out the drakes first? The young drake first?
Not even slowing.
And let's see what attacks we have here for... This is 37 to the foot. And that one's 53. This is foot, shield... Let's try that spell.
Stuck over here.
Does she have weapons? Yeah, why don't you get out a... And you can... Oh, he's already used it. Okay.
What?
Come on, get up, man. Get up, Durance. Get up. And let's see. He can... Well, let's put her into it. So, why don't you try to knock down... Yep, that's good. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. But... Let's see. Armor of Faith... That's good. And we'll get some blessings done. There we go. Damn. Come on, get up. There's no time for sleeping. Oh, once per encounter, he should probably heal her. Yep, my fighters are taking a beating. Come on, get up, Adair. Get up. Yep, she is. Although, if we could kill this Drake here and now. Consecrated ground. Let's go. Oh, man.
Here's a lesson.
Okay, so these two are still holding on. Why don't you heal yourself, man? Do it quickly. Do it quickly. There you go. There you go. Now, we need... Yeah, that's good. Get up. Come on, Durance. Get up. Alright, so now it's just the Drake. And we are not well prepared for this. But, I think we may be able to do it. Let's see. Heal yourself. Can you get your consecrated ground there? Maybe? Let's see. No, they're not still defended by that. But Warding seal. Inflicting shock damage. Blesses allies with the aid of a sympathetic soul, releasing a healing effect when their endurance is low. Well, their endurance is low.
Hey.
Yep. This is the least you can do, I guess. Take that potion. Boom. And let's see, what is this? Oh, they're frightened. Great. Well, increasing their concentration and will bonuses. Prayer against fear. Might and resolve. Divine mark. Lowering deflection. It seems like that would help. And yeah, I guess
Mow it. Mow.
what is this? His staff. Yeah, increased reach. Well, yeah, get in there, Durance.
Hey.
Okay, Durance, that's... And let's see. Lowering their melee accuracy and critical hit range. I don't think... Oh, yep, she's down. Woo! God damn. Potion of minor endurance. Yeah, I don't know that there's much more we can do here other than to just chop and hope for the best. Although I don't think he's going to be able to take the beating that's coming his way. But let's see. What is this? Withdraw. Shielding from harm while their endurance regenerates. No. Prayer against fear. Yeah, I don't really... I've used all of my spells here. And I think now it's just a matter of... Defended by Brawn. Yeah, she's really defended against that. Penalty to accuracy. Damn! Right in the middle of an incantation. Immune. Yep. Feel free to hit him, buddy.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
What? Fine.
Run away, Durance, run away! Oh. Damn. That was rough. Okay. Alright, you know what? I'm going to end it there. We'll start up on the next one here in a couple minutes. But thanks for watching. If you like what I'm doing here, this is just sort of a for fun series of videos. I also do a number of videos on EVE Online. There's going to be a bunch more on Stellaris coming. And if you have any games that you think I should play because you think I would enjoy them, or that you just are curious about, or if you have questions on anything that you see me doing, by all means hit me up, leave a comment, join me on Twitch when I'm streaming live, and I'd be happy to either make a video for you about that specific topic, or just answer it in the comments or via chat. So yeah, thanks for watching. And if you want to find me on YouTube, I am at Vinsis Gaming there. If you are seeing this on YouTube, you can find me on Twitch at Vinsis. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.